What vehicle has endlessly reinvented itself over 50 years and 11 generations as compact commuter, performance coupe, hybrid trendsetter, and near-luxury family hauler? What humble subcompact, born in 1972, still races enthusiast hearts, yet carries the future with advanced safety systems? What model evolution encapsulates the very best of Honda's innovative culture? Why? First generation, Honda Civic. Our Civic origin story begins in 1972 when Honda's very first Civic arrived on the scene. This pint-sized subcompact was tiny but mighty, measuring just a smidge over 12 feet long. What it lacked in bulk, it made up for in personality. Under the tiny hood beat a 50-horsepower engine mounted sideways to drive the front wheels, a radical concept for affordable cars of the day. Mated to this scrappy little mill was a basic automatic or manual transmission aimed squarely at efficiency rather than excitement. But driving excitement arrived anyway thanks to the Civic's stellar gas mileage. While lumbering land yachts choked down fuel, this sprightly featherweight zipped around to the tune of over 40 miles per gallon. Such phenomenal economy left everything else at the pumps in the dust. The humble Civic may have lacked amenities, but its thrifty capabilities and cheerful personality struck a chord across gas-panicked America. Honda had unknowingly birthed a legend that still impacts how we drive today. Second generation, Honda Civic. When the second generation Civic debuted in 1979, it kept the original scrappy attitude while morphing into a rakish three-door hatchback configuration. The angular new bod rode lower than before, hinting at performance credentials beneath the cute facade. Pop open the hatch and a spacious cargo hold awaited, perfect for active 1970s lifestyles. Inside, niceties like radial tires, injected engines, and better instrumentation signaled Honda's ambition for its growing economy car. Performance saw a shot in the arm too, thanks to fuel-efficient CVCC engines. Horsepower broke 70 while remaining emissions-friendly. To handle the extra poke, suspension tweaks enhanced cornering grip. This was still an economy car at its core, just one now equally happy cruising Main Street as hauling gear to the slopes. Honda was again demonstrating unconventional thinking turned into sales success, with a feisty Civic leading the way. Third generation, Honda Civic. When the rollicking 1980s arrived, so too did the third-generation Civic's coming of age. No longer content as workaday basic transportation, the '83 Civic flaunted a wedgy exterior packed with angles and aggro lines. The silhouette elongated and widths increased to match rivals like the Volkswagen Golf. Four-wheel independent suspension systems enhanced grip levels to keep pace with newfound power from larger displacement engines. Horsepower figures continued climbing all the way to 92 brake horsepower in performance trims, massive outputs for an economy car just 10 years prior. Fourth generation, Honda Civic. The fourth generation continued pushing boundaries after its '87 arrival with double wishbone suspension, granting tighter handling reflexes. Under the hood, 1.6-liter power plants screamed all the way to 8,000 revolutions per minute, while four-wheel disc brakes hauled speeds back to earth. Doors grew longer and wider too, foreshadowing the spacious compacts of today. Performance credentials peaked with the all-conquering Psy and its lightning-fast 8.7-second 0 to 60 miles per hour time. Now, this was a proper pocket rocket. Yet even base models impressed critics with their compliant rides, quality construction, and interior space. For the economy-minded Civic line, maturity had clearly arrived. Fifth generation, Honda Civic. Further maturity came with the sleekest fifth generation debuting for 1992. Honda nailed the aerodynamic styling, pulling the coefficient drag under 0.30 for miserly fuel usage. Luxury made strides too in an airy cabin with the racy Sear sedan pushing boundaries with leather and a sunroof. Under the sculpted hood, continuously variable valve timing boosted engine efficiency above 100 horses while remaining emissions-friendly. Yes, the '90s Civic had elevated itself to near-premium levels of fit, finish, and features at gentle prices, a trend continuing today. Sixth generation, Honda Civic. The sixth generation continued flexing the Civic's established muscles after its '95 introduction. Cabin dimensions swelled to match mid-size sedans thanks to clever packaging, benefiting growing families. Yet performance still stood out thanks to 160 horsepower VTEC power plants, while Honda's hallmark fun-to-drive character remained. These Civics furthered the nameplate's appeal from frugal commuters to enthusiasts wanting Japanese sports car thrills on a budget. Seventh generation, Honda Civic. As Y2K loomed, work began on the Millennium Civic with rulebooks getting rewritten. The seventh generation's Euro 1 debut stunned with radically fluid one-box architecture that maximized interior room. Styling pushed boundaries too, appearing more spaceship than economy car. Advanced features joined the party with satellite navigation showing the way forward. Performance also cosmically improved via 160 horsepower IV tech engines that prioritized power, economy, or mid-range grunt depending on conditions. This tech-heavy Civic felt light years beyond predecessors. 8th generation Honda Civic. Landing in 06, the 8th generation Civic taught some old tricks new ways while previewing future automotive trends. Sleek four-door styling with hidden rear door handles gave a coupe-like profile that buyers swooned over. Interior comfort reached new heights thanks to an airy flight deck layout, while fabrics felt downright luxurious even in base LX trim. Underneath, mechanicals like drive-by-wire throttle control brought tech from Honda's rocket ships. Options like automatic climate control coddled occupants even more. Yes, small cars could now be posh people movers thanks to this ergonomic Civic. 9th generation Honda Civic. Just halfway through its life, the Civic got a refresh in 2011 as the sporty 9th generation. Styling christened up with more creases and angles while dimensions bulked up. The Performance SI Coupe returned packing 200-plus horsepower, matching 1990s supercar outputs. Yet family practicality stood out too, thanks to clever features like lane watch blind spot cameras and magic seat rear bench flexibility. This dynamic Civic had something for everyone. 10th generation Honda Civic. Landing for 2015, the sleek 10th generation Civic aimed to regain sales momentum from competing SUVs. Chiseled style extended the coupe-like look for a fast silhouette that cheated the wind. Turbocharged four-cylinder engines boosted power over 174 horses to rival V6s, yet returned 30-plus miles per gallon. Inside all models, an all-new, simple but ergonomic dashboard layout set trends that continue today. Combining style, space, and performance at mass-market prices, the world took notice again that Honda's Civic remained the global compact car benchmark after 40 years. 11th generation Honda Civic. As the Civic enters its 6th decade, the 2022 to 2023 model proves this compact has no intentions of acting its age. Its sleek, wide stance and fastback roofline give it a shapely, athletic design belying its affordable price. Clever details like the coupe-inspired cockpit and ambient cabin lighting make it Honda's most luxurious Civic yet. Underneath the slick sheet metal lies exhilarating performance from turbo engines cranking out up to 180 horses combined with a finely tuned chassis and adaptive dampers, so this 11th generation car can still tango with the best. And it continues Honda's obsession with efficiency, sipping barely more fuel than predecessors from 20 years ago. Modern tech joins the party too with previously unimaginable safety features for an affordable Honda, helping steer clear of trouble. Sleek yet familiar, this 2023 Civic simply elevates the joy of driving. The iconic high-performance Type R variant returns as well, still powered by a turbocharged gas engine rather than electrification, showing this Civic still has plenty of kick left. There you have it, friends. 11 amazing generations of Honda's legendary Civic. Let us know in the comments which era was most meaningful to you in this icon story. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Classic to Concept for more nostalgic retrospectives. Now it's your turn. Which classic Honda should we spotlight next? Type your idea below, then click our channel to see the next featured classic.